We are here today to speak about the first East African Conference on Disability Inclusive Higher Education. This is a conference that has been organized by Kyambogo University and will take place over 2 days, beginning tomorrow, the 13th, and then ending on November 14th. We have invited very many people, including people with disabilities and the associations that support them, like NUDIPU, and also many people from the Norwegian Association of Disabled People, who are part of the sponsors. As you may recall, we have always said that Kyambogo University is the leader in provision of inclusive higher education. And we take care of very many people who are abled differently. That's a term I have come to learn recently, that they are not disabled, but they are abled differently. There is still debate on what we should call them. So we have the Faculty of Special Needs and Rehabilitation, whose mandate is to provide for people with difficulty in learning or accessing higher education. And this faculty was born out of the Uganda Institute for Special Education, UNICE, way back in 1996, but was formerly part of ITEC. And we have come to learn that it's the only institution that has the mandate to train people with special needs education in disability studies, rehabilitation, and other disability inclusion fields. These are broad fields. When we talk about rehabilitation, we are talking about trying to empower people who have been disabled, let me say in war or through other disabilities, to be able to lead a normal life or a near normal life. So the university has a long-standing track record of providing these services to vulnerable groups. The university now has a population of 241 people with disabilities and different types of disabilities. People who cannot talk, people who cannot hear, people who have physical disabilities, people who are slow in learning. All those, we have about 241 of them in different faculties. They are not only in the Faculty of Special Needs and Rehabilitation, but they are in different faculties. And provide for these people is quite cumbersome because you must be able to provide facilities for them to learn. People who cannot hear, you must be able to provide interpreters for them. We have lecturers who cannot hear, and we must provide interpreters for them to be able to teach. So the whole enterprise of providing inclusive higher education is fairly expensive. And we have always called upon government to come forward and support the university to provide for these people. They are Ugandans, they are neglected in many areas, and Kyambogo University has been able to provide facilities to welcome them. What is surprising, when these young people apply for studies in other universities, they don't take them up, they send them to Kyambogo. They say, you go to Kyambogo, it's the one that can handle you people. So we ask government to provide for us. In order to be able to look after these people, the university had to develop a disability policy, a policy specifically to take care of people with disabilities or people who are able differently, as I hear people calling them. And this policy provides how these people are catered for, depending on their special needs. There are people who are physically disabled and they need people to carry them around. We had to buy these tuk-tukus, these small things to drive people with disabilities around classrooms. So that policy provides for how such people are catered for. And we also came up with a disability center. It's a disability resource center where these people can go and be helped. And there are various technologies. These days, technology is advanced. You have talking computers. You have computers where you talk and then it prints, it translates your voice into text. So all those technologies are provided in the Disability Resource Center, which is mandated to coordinate disability assessment and disability support services for staff and students. In order to be able to provide for these people, we went through a restructuring process of the university. And when we were restructuring, we provided for technicians, positions for technicians, to be able to provide these technologies for our students and staff. So we have these technicians in the faculty and also technicians in the Disability Resource Center. So there is a lot of research that has been going on in the area of disability, especially in inclusive education, and also in sign language interpreting. And we have a member of staff who has produced the first dictionary for sign language interpreting. I think some of you might have seen that or heard of that. And that came out of the research that he was doing for his PhD. So we have organized this conference to be able to bring together people who are in academia, in research, and people who support people with disabilities, to come together and share information and knowledge on how these people can be provided for so that they can access higher education. Because in many areas, these people are neglected and nothing is done to them. But Kyambogo University has come up to provide for such people so that they can also access higher education and lead a better life.